In the real world, when Canadians want to obtain a line of credit, they have to show the lender that they're good for it. They have to display they'll be able to make payments. They have to show that they're responsible stewards of the money that's being lent to them. That's how it works, the 3 C's of credit: character, collateral, and capacity. I, for one, don't see why this House should authorize such a significant increase of this government's maximum borrowing authority while they can't even establish a baseline for their spending. They haven't demonstrated a need, or they haven't demonstrated the responsibility to be responsible for increased debt. And this is about taking care of Canadians today and tomorrow. We owe it to future Canadians to ensure our public finances are sustainable. Debt is a moral issue. Something is owed to one by another, with the understanding that what is owed must be paid back. This is a basic principle, and one that's almost universally understood within the context of business, finance, and even personal relationships. If you borrow money from the bank to finance the purchase of a home or a vehicle, there's an understanding and a binding agreement as to how and when that loan will be paid back. The borrower has taken on that debt, and with it, the responsibility to repaying that amount borrowed from the lender. A commitment has been made to restore the financial situation of the lender. The refusal or failure to do so will result in penalties, or at the very least adverse effect after the credit financial well-being of the borrower. To borrow without the ability and a clear plan to repay is foolish. While in our culture some debt is usually unavoidable, it is a reality that most of us try to avoid. We don't want to be in debt. We don't want to be enslaved to interest payments. We want to be free. Government does not have its own money. It only has the money that it receives from the taxation of its citizens. When they need more money, government have only 3 choices: raise taxes, cut spending, or borrow. As my colleague, the member of Carleton, has so succinctly put it, paychecks are the solution. Canadians need opportunities to work. This puts food on their tables, produces tax revenue governments need to provide important services. It's time the Liberals focus on creating opportunities for Canadians. There are many ways to achieve that objective. Stop raising taxes, like the carbon tax, the CPP payroll tax. Accelerate project permit application processing for infrastructure. Repeal Bill C-69 and Bill C-48. Ideas like this create space for a real recovery. Let's pursue sustainability, fiscal responsibility policies that get Canadians not just through this economic slump, but actually out of it.